Hey y'all, it's Hawk here, back again with another video. No talk sprays this time. I also apologize if my audio is off. I have questions in regards to my OC chats, and by OC chats I mean characters that appear in my comic of War and Practicality. I have questions just in terms of what I shall do video-wise, because I need feedback, because you guys are my viewers, and I want to do something that's actually entertaining to you people, and I want to entertain y'all, and I want to be able to do things without boring everyone. So, what I'm thinking, I've narrowed it down to two options, and I would like to have feedback here. Would you people prefer it if I make videos in regards to discussing my characters from my comic, before I show you guys my comic, in series of videos where I will discuss one or multiple characters, depending on how I see fit, depending on the characters or how well integrated they are with each other, because some characters I need to discuss multiple characters in one video in order for anything to make sense, if that makes sense. Like, I kinda have to because they're that closely integrated. I can do that and then address any questions after I get that, and species lore and everything like that out of the way, and address that all on a separate video, all the questions in a separate video after I get all that done. Or would you all prefer I do live streams? Now this one, it may be a little bit more difficult on my end because, I'm not used to doing live streams. I usually don't stream, but I'm willing to do that for this sort of occasion where I can actively answer questions as I see fit without spoiling my story for everyone, because obviously I don't want to spoil it. I want my comic to have some sort of hold on the readers or you guys, because obviously if you know everything, why on earth would you read my comic? Why? So yeah, basically. Anyways, that's all I really need to know. Also, just a side note, when it comes to my comic and my characters, especially the OC chats, I will put trigger warnings, especially in regard to the OC chats, and I'll have, whether it's a live stream or if it's actually video format, this regular video format, where I just do a series of videos discussing my characters and my species. I will, if there is, because there are triggering topics in certain characters' bios, such as alcoholism and child soldiers. Yeah, there's some pretty dark stuff in their bio, so obviously I'd have to have some trigger warnings for that sort of thing. So yeah, or like there's swearing. So I'd have to put some trigger warnings in there, and I'll have a little mark time so you guys can kind of jump there before diving into something that you end up getting triggered by because, it's a triggering topic and you were not warned. I just want to have a thing that if those sorts of topics tend to be triggering to you, you can either proceed with caution or click off or do whatever you see fit based off of that. And also, a side note, I think I mentioned it in a different video, but the comic itself, like, if you're, like, as much as I appreciate my 5-year-old viewers, my 8-year-old viewers, I don't think this is exactly child appropriate. Not necessarily super, well, I mean, kind of sexual in some regards, or especially in regards to one, like, a certain character, or characters, but actually more like one character. But because of things like that, or, obviously with something called of War and Practicality, you kind of expect it to be violent, and at the very least, maybe not the best language for a young child to be hearing, if that makes sense. Like, of course, when it comes to sexual stuff, I mean, kind of explicit, but it's nothing that would get me a YouTube strike. It would all be fairly censored in the comic anyways, and or generally heavily implied, rather than super explicit, like, oh my gosh, why are you even uploading this to, like, obviously I don't want to break YouTube's terms of service, and if it is something, if a certain page that I'm horribly dubbing with my voice happens to be in that nature, I will mark the video as 18+ if I possibly can, because, it's nothing too explicit. And what I mean to say is, like, nothing's too explicit, but it's not exactly child-friendly, especially in regards to a certain character. It's like, maybe PG-13? Maybe? I think, like, if it were, like, say if you're going off video game, it would, or, like, if you're going off video game, it would be, like, teen. If it would be, like, a movie, I think a PG-13 or maybe higher, maybe. In some regards, not really necessarily, but probably PG-13, if that makes sense. So it's definitely not for like young kids, because appreciate you guys that it's not for 5-year-olds to be watching. I'm sorry, or reading for that matter. So yeah, I just thought I should get that out there. Anyways, this is Hawk signing out. Have a wonderful day.